Yo, Hogwarts Legacy. The thing is that the magical about the wizarding world isn't the magic, it's a sense of wonder, it's discovery of completely fantastic, a world of possibilities just under the surface of the mundane Muggle world. We grew up with Harry Potter learning about the wizard world right alongside him on the edge of our seats as he battled the monsters, how they learned any spells and made the new friends. How is in the world do you bottle that magic when the last three Fantastic Beasts movies have failed to do exactly that? You take it back to the source. Hogwarts Legacy takes place in the late 1800s, over the 100 years before the events of any Harry Potter books. Your character is a new student, remarkably starting at Hogwarts in the 5th year. Professor Fig is to pick you up, transport your magical school when disaster strikes. A massive dragon comes in carriage in half, narrowly escaping with their lives. Professor Fig and your character take a side jaunt when they learn that you are in possession of some rare and powerful ancient magic. This discovery makes you a target of worldwide hunt by dark forces, but it's up to you to find out why. Oh, and you all need to learn spells, study potions, learn how to fly a broom, and much more to just survive long enough to do exactly that. Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, the school of witchcraft and wizardry. But just now that you aren't ready for what lies ahead. The best parts of the Harry Potter books and the movies are the sense of discovery. There's such beyond of paragraphs about that covers the first 15 minutes of the game. I'll be very careful not to reveal any important details of the game whenever possible. Let's see the stage. The first thing you'll be doing is customizing your character. There are an extensive list of pre-built faces, hairstyles, to voices to change from, and more main character you will be spending next 50 hours with. A new witch or wizard, a brand new student to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and more rare than innovation, you are joining in the 5th year. As someone new wizard world, you know much magic, but you're about to get a crash course. Professor Fig is one of the teachers on Venerable School has come to pick up you and bring you to the school where tragedy strikes. You can see those first 40 minutes in a gameplay. Your teachers understanding your unique requirements and absolutely you need to be successful at Hogwarts. Unfortunately, your supplies, everything else was in the last opening of the game, so you'll be playing catch up from the moment you arrive. Thankfully, your professor understands that you need a bit more care and attention. So in addition, usually classes, you also be given special requests and training outside of the normal circle. The calm contrast of magical field guide book that contains challenges, quests, any knowledge you find it much more. When it's ready, it's time to explore. As you wander the grounds and eventually areas surrounding the Hogwarts, you find invisible papers related by, well, Reveille of course. Challenges like the information scores and listed as the challenges, and they are the most frequent way to you earn your XP. Through you also gain experience by completing the main storyline quest. Just don't expect to grind for XP. Combat doesn't earn experience, except in service of solving more challenges. Learning new spells is surprisingly tactical event. Just like the books and movies, you wizard or witch will need to help to draw the symbol in the air, pressing the buttons indicated in the right time and with the right tempo to learn it. Once learned, it can be mapped on the D-pad and cast at will. Time to talk about the casting magic. Casting magic, your basic spell unleash magical bolts against your foes. Tapping to the right trigger will accomplish that. The 3 additional spells you have mapped you access by holding the trigger and then pressing an indicated face button. It's surprisingly simple but opens a whole host of spell combination. In fact, there are totally 3 spells and many of them have surprising effects when combined. It doesn't know good to be offense only, however, so you'll need to defend yourself. Tapping the Y button brings you to Plastic Protego spell, deflecting incoming fire. Holding the Y as deflecting in the right moment will cause you to divert the incoming attack and counter with the Subtly spell. Combined with the Leviosa spell, you can block an incoming missile, counter with the stun, lift, four in the air, and then finish them with a series of basic attacks. It's delightfully easy to pick up without making a game's combat trivial, providing an excellent framework in which to build. Once you got on Hangout, you'll be deflecting spells, hurling fire, levitating, and other swingle spells with the best of them, which is basically good because you'll be facing off against all sorts beasts and baddies. Some challenges or puzzles are locked behind the levels or spell requirements, so you might need to attend a class or two to pick those up. You'll find some of these outside of academia. But let's focus on the professor assignments. As you are a 5th year student but new to Hogwarts, your professors will want you to catch up your peers. They don't with some assignment outside of normal classes. Naturally, they also want you to clear some mundane tasks while you are a bit, but such is the price of power these days. There can be as simple as catching some errand box pages. They are fitting about and reasonably complex as well. I wouldn't want to spoil that for you, now I would. Suffice it say, when you have accomplished their task, they provide you with instruction of the new spell. I'm very much reminded of the excellent Mordor games when I see that section I'm in has 35 collection sheets, 150 field guide passes, 10 Demus statues and an astronomy table to uncover. It's just like that just small section of the map. There is an entire world to discover. Your character needs to look apart at school, and wow, is there a lot of gear. You do precisely that. While you are at the school, you find a handful of minigames to play. For example, at Hogwarts you play Summoner's Court. The game has you casting Axion balls, putting them towards as you try to stop them in exactly the right band for maximum points. Think reversed ski ball. You can also join a dueling club or square of your fellow students in a bit to find out who is the best at Hogwarts to duels. There are several trainings for when you get out the world and have to solve the puzzles using the same skills you earned playing with your friends. Once you leave the configures Hogwarts, by extensions Hogsmeade, you'll start running puzzles and bad guys. Whenever it's a spitting spider, rolling goblins, the working dark wizards, or worse, you'll be using everything you learned in the forest simply to stay alive. So, speaking shortly of care and attention, there was a real allure of Hogwarts Legacy. Put simply, world building it's never done this well, especially in the licensed property. I feel like I'm a student at Hogwarts. I'm really heavily interested in the world Avalanche has created to me. Put simply, this might be the best world building I've ever seen. Sure, the team has a wealth of source material to draw on, but so did previous developers. Didn't do it half well. While it's far from required, there are easily over 100 quests to tackle and massive amount of hidden goodies and lore to find. That's in addition to the primary story thread. The primary story will take roughly 35-40 hours to complete, but it's going absolutely everything easily in a 100 affair. It's rare that the game hooks me as such as Hogwarts Legacy. I will never, ever, every single object in this entire game, and I don't care how much time takes to do that. In fact, I'm looking for a forward whenever DLC season pass or when out luck, a sequel could bring. It's fantastic Harry Potter game. It's a fantastic game. And it stands easily to contend at the game of the year. It's rare to see licensed product this good. This one set a brand new standard. Good luck to everyone coming after Hogwarts Legacy. You have a near impossible task. The game is just that good. Respect to the Avalanche Studios, bros. You're fantastic. Thanks.